What is up, guys? How are we doing? Welcome in to Rennsport. Don't ask me what has come over me, but we're doing it. Okay, good. We have Twitch compliance going on again. Thank God for that. It's not showing viewers for some reason. I don't quite know why, but meh. I can see you there, so that's cool. That's the important thing. How are we doing, everyone? Hope you are well. Yes, Rennsport. Emphasis on the sport. Oh yes, we are. We might be exiled forever from the sim racing community if we don't toe the line with our opinions on this one. The sim racing community has decided we do not like this game. We're here to find out if we do. Pretty simple. I couldn't give a toss about a lot of the complaints that a lot of people have been complaining about. We'll go through that in a bit of detail. This is going to be a bit more structured for this stream. Mostly because I'm going to be snipping bits out of it and making a video, probably. So we're going to try and make it like a bit, not a review, but a run-through of Rennsport, I guess. You call it that, I guess. Like I have 59 minutes in it, I think, before I started. No, 89 minutes, sorry, in it, before I started stream today. So, you know, definitely enough to be able to give a review. So, yeah, I mean, my mush is going to be all over in the wrong places in this, isn't it? What overlay do we think was going to work for this one? That's the question. We'll get into that. Right, yes, Rennsport. Sorry, I'm waffling even more than I normally do. So, all right, exactly. Definitely in honour of something, I'm sure. I mean, I do have an incredibly large Dutch following, so Orange probably should... I should lean into that. I have a disproportionately large Dutch following. Don't know why. Probably do. It's generally called Max Verstappen. But, yes. You know, yeah, I definitely wore it because of that. Hey, Legend, how you doing? This might actually be of interest to you, Legend, because I might have some slightly controversial takes compared to the norm of the most people who have been looking at this game. So, like some of you, most of you, maybe possibly a few of you, probably watched a lot of people's first looks at Rennsport now. Should we just skip straight to the contentious bit, shall we? Let's just, can we go, is this one going to be better? There we go, that's slightly better, isn't it? So we have the store. Yes, I know. Horrible. Oh my god, look at this, look. You got this, you could buy a livery. Oh my god, the horror. Oh dear. If you don't like it, don't fucking buy one. I'm sorry, I don't get what all the fucking, what is... It's been annoying me all day. So, right, for context, I have played League of Legends well, I did play League of Legends from Season 2 to about Season 9, something like that, relatively seriously, with some ranked and stuff. I was like high gold level, you know, I put in a fair amount of time. A part of this game is free to play, right? You have to monetize that one way. The least offensive way to do that is to buy the shiny shit. Right, everything else is balanced. You don't buy power, you just buy the shiny stuff, right? That's fine. If you don't want to, if you think it's a bad deal, don't buy the shiny. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. I don't understand where everyone has been losing their goddamn mind over this. I just, like, is it in bad taste? Yes. Is it a good idea? No. Is it worth people complaining and the looks like you've handed someone a bag of horse manure in some of the videos I've watched today? No, Jesus Christ, if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Jesus Christ. Oh, the skin's terrible. Yes, they're pretty damn bad. And people go, oh, you don't... The other argument is, I know part of it is, like, people want to have their own skins in the game, right? I hate to break it to you, but you pay for skins on iRacing in one of two ways. Most people do. You either pay for it for subscriptions with Robbins Racing or whatever it's called. Trading paints, that's it. You pay for a subscription to trading paints. You pay for liveries. You get one commissioned by someone who can do Photoshop. You pay for a livery. Yes, those liveries are better quality, but the principle is you've still paid for it, right? That's the fundamental side of it. Again, a little bit devil's advocacy here. This is a shit mechanic. I do not like it. I don't understand why it's become such a crux for a lot of people in a lot of their videos. Like, Johnny, I love you. You are great. I don't understand. You look at it going, this is shit, and just leave. No. Anyway, Ollie, I love you. Same thing. Like, your review, fucking comedy gold. Amazing video. For me, I've grown up on free-to-play microtransaction games. This is like, alright, cool, I don't want this, I'm not going to buy it. Pretty simple. You know? Yeah, this seems like a bit of a nothing burger to me. I don't quite know why people are getting so hung up on it. I'm guessing it's because this is the first iteration in sim racing. If you don't count how you have to pay for everything on iRacing. But this is the first count of it, of like microtransactions and buying the shiny thing. Not buying the thing, just buying the shiny thing. You know? So, right. That bit of the rant is over. This bit, why are you surprised that they're going to try and make these packs not equal to what you want to buy? That's shitty microtransaction game 101. This has been around since before Fortnite. Newsflash as well, if you don't know, there is currently a thing going through the EU Parliament at the moment. I know I live in England and talk about the EU, but there is currently based on a Swedish pony game where little girls are getting conned out of money for buying pretty things for their ponies. I know, of all the things to get it flagged up on. Basically, what they are planning to outlaw is these awkward level. Well, for a start, these currencies. No, not Stop Killing Games. No, not that one. No, this is different. This was actually going. This has been raised by a member of Parliament. That's not. Stop Killing Games is a movement that is trying to get a seat going through. The one I'm talking about has actually gone into review. So this has actually gone through. They were in like second stage or something. I don't know. I'm not in part of the EU anymore. I don't know how it works. Even when we didn't know how it works because we kept sending niggle ferrage. But again, we're not getting into politics. So there's a two-phase thing that's going on. What they want to try and do is ban this arbitrary fake cryptocurrency thing, because that's effectively what it is. You're converting real money into pretend money and using pretend money to buy thing. The only reason you do that is to try and hide how much the true value of the thing you're trying to buy is. It is shitty. It is really not in the act of the consumer. It is a dick fucking move. There are plans for it to potentially become banned in the EU, which means it'll be banned worldwide, right? Because the EU is the second biggest market when it comes to games, next to the US. Korea is, depending on the genre, also up there. What they're going to basically make you do is you have to, whatever you're buying will have to have the monetary value of whatever it is you're buying. So you shouldn't have to buy an arbitrary currency, or if you do have to buy the arbitrary currency, it'll tell you how much exactly the item you're buying translates into real money. So the small pack here you can't see because it's behind my head. We use this one here. So this 1100 one, right? There's a couple of skins for 600. So funnily enough, you can't quite get two with this pack. Oh no! So you're then spending £17 to get 2200 points. You then spend 2 lots of 600 on that. So how much does that work out as? Well, they would have to tell you. So it will work out as what? £5 roughly for 600 points. Rough math. Probably a bit less than that. £4, so £4.25, £4.50, something like that for 600 points in rough conversion back into credits of the realm, you know. So again, I'm really not sure why this has become a big contentious point with everyone losing their goddamn minds about it. This has been in place forever. I'm assuming it's just because it's the first time it's come to a game, although it isn't really, because it's also in F1, because that's how you buy the F1 points in these shitty packs that aren't quite enough to buy the thing you actually want to buy. And then people are fine with microtransactions in F1, but apparently in Rennsport it's bad. Anyway, right. That's the shit shop done. Right, we're done with that. I'm not talking about that again. That's fine. I mean, like, I'm not saying it's a good deal. I'm just saying it's not a dick move. Like, it's like, I'm not backing their idea to do it. Right? It's their product. At the end of the day, it is for the shiny thing. If you don't like it, don't buy the shiny thing. It's pretty simple. Especially in a hyper niche that is sim racing, right? If no one buys shit from the shop, it will disappear. This isn't Fortnite. Like, there isn't 6-year-old kids needing to be a banana or Goku running around. We are mostly 25 plus. Why? Right. I am 36, as of like a month ago, I am 36 years old. Why on my Porsche do I need it to look like this? Like, I don't need it to look like this. Why okay, I don't need that. Why on my Mission R? Why do I need that to look like a Target and it go, ooh? I don't. I'm not going to buy it. You know? It's pretty, like, I don't think this is going to get anywhere near the uptake that they think it is. They've tried to Fortnite sim racing. I don't think it's going to work. It's a dumb fucking idea. They're perfectly fine to do this idea. They're not hurting anyone. It's not gatekeeping anything. It's all just the shiny. If you don't like it, don't interact with it. Pretty fucking simple, right? This is not a dig everyone who has raised this complaint. This is more just like, it's a nothing burger, right? It's not anything like, if the game, also bear in mind, I'm in early access right now. I've paid to get the pack because content creator, you know, I get to make videos and have people come in and click things, and then there are adverts on here, and people may come in and go, oh, this guy's cool, I'm going to follow him, all that sort of thing. So, like, no, but the game is free, right? I know you don't get a lot with it, but the game is free. There is a free-to-play version of it, so microtransactions are accepted. If you want to get all the cars, I don't know anything about the mechanics of how you unlock those cars, how you buy those cars, or anything like that. The base game on Steam is free to play. If you want to buy everything, that's £41. If you want to buy everything plus the season pass, that's £58, right? The game, to get in and drive the M2 at like 2 circuits in single player, I think it is at the moment, that might be multiplayer again later on, that bit is free, as far as I'm aware. If I'm wrong, do please tell me. But as far as I'm aware, it is free to access, and then you buy cars that you want, and then you can buy the shiny for the car. However, if you have to buy the car using those in-game points, I take it all back, that's a cunty fucking move. If you unlock the cars by way of free money that you earn or experience or whatever, fine. If you have to buy the car using the shitty tokens, fuck you, basically. So that's to Rennsport, not to you guys. You guys are awesome. Please don't leave. Yeah, if you have to buy it using the shitty coins, fuck them. That's bad. Bad. No, don't want. However, from what I can see, the only thing in the store is liveries and currency. If it said garage, we'd be having a different discussion. Okay? Just to put that out there. If that changes, I don't know. I don't know. But the logic would dictate. Again, I don't know how you unlock. Like I say, I bought the pack, so I have cars. Again, but yes, you're paying £41 for the game and unlocking all the cars. You don't need to buy the shiny for the car. This is again, we're having a discussion about a purely optional purchasing thing that you, as a sentient adult, have the option and the ability to do. They've provided you the option to buy it. It's up to you if you want to buy it. There's nothing locked behind this wall. It's not like, oh, do you have this livery? All right, cool, you get to take part in this race. At the moment, again, if it changes, fine. Right now, as far as I understand it, I could be wrong. Very willing to accept I'm wrong if proven wrong. As far as I understand it, you're just buying the shiny with shitty cryptocurrency. I just call it crypto because it's ostensibly the same thing. You turn real money into money in a thing, and then the value of that thing is depending on if that thing stays around. Yeah, that's more my point. Like, I'm not I want to stress this. I do not think the shop is a good idea. I think buying liveries is a dumb idea. But if you have a free-to-play element, I understand you have to try to monetize it in some way. Therefore, the only fair way to do it would be to sell the shiny. Like, imagine if it was free-to-play, but you could only buy the cars with the tokens, and you could only buy the tracks with the token. Then that game's not free-to-play. But then we'll then get into the arbitrary value of those tokens, and then it's more an iRacing model. So then it becomes, again, a different question. So I can only work on what I'm seeing right now with the data I'm presented. Shitty fucking idea to sell liveries, but they're perfectly fine to enact shitty ideas. I don't understand why people are losing it over it. That's more my point. Cool. Right. Next round. The AI fucking sucks. Right? Just to put that out there. The AI is terrible. Oh my god. I have a replay for you. Yeah, that's... I mean, this is like... This game is a fucking hot mess in what it wanted to be over the last god knows how many years it's been in development. It was going to be an NFT thing, and there still kind of is, because you have evens for the cars that you buy. Because you weren't going to be able to, like, if you raced them in a tournament and you won, it would then lock with the VIN, and then you could sell the VIN on for real money and all this other stuff. Oh god, it's just... I was... The main thing that worried me about this game is that they didn't really know what game they were building, and that worries me. So, the main reason I've got this game is... also, I think the people that I've seen review it, great people. Obviously, Ollie, love Ollie. Jardier, love Jardier. Coolsign. Game Master's been relatively Game Master about it. He's like, yeah, fine. Like, the force feedback, he says, I think is fun, but not very good. Physics seem fine. And you have relatively good online stable multiplayer. I think is basically what he said about it, and he's not really giving a shit about the rest of it. At least not what I've seen today. Where am I going? My Rennsport. First of all, big win. This UI. This UI is great. I like this UI. One thing that I find is really good, when you have games that are multi-platform and cross-play with console, they really have to focus in on making a very efficient UI. This is a very good UI. I like this. Like, there are a few submenus and submenus and submenus I don't enjoy, but as a fundamental thing, it's a nice, easy layout, big buttons, nice and clear, you know. So I did a quick one to get... This is what the thumbnail, basically, for this video is. Watch replay. And, yeah, this is just 12 Porsche Cup cars at the Nordschleife. It will take a minute to load, and there are a lot of other bugs in the game right now, which, again, we'll get to when we load. But, one of which is the replays, funnily enough. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and filibuster while we wait for the replays to load. There we go. Oh, you saw a little bit of it here, like... Yep. Okay, cool. Right, let's go to far chase cam. Are we playing? Yeah, we are. Cool. Hide HUD is button T. That makes sense. Let me know if the game's too loud. I haven't got around to mixing the levels yet. So on the run down to the first corner, I don't know where you adjust the AI difficulty. Replay's frozen. Because, you know, who wants to? Or is the game frozen? No, we're back. Okay, cool. We just go swoop. We going again? No, wheels are spinning, but nothing's going on. This is very Forza, by the way. Wheels spinning, nothing going on. Yeah, standard. Replay's still playing that, apparently. We got none of that. Nope, no, still nothing. We're gonna get moving anytime soon. No, okay, right. I got in front of all the AI before T1, so I just pulled over and let him get past me again. Right, I think we have replay again now. Notice the man, these two flying off into the wall here. Interesting lines taken by these guys. Two guys returning to the track. Big pile up. Yeah, just gonna... This Porsche really does not sound very good on the outside, does it? Way too overly distorted. Randomly digged there. Massive understeer in the Porsche because Porsche things. It gets worse when we actually get onto the launch lifer, by the way. So if we skip forward to someone like here. So we have a little hot skip and jump through the grass here. Oh, no, he's gone, he's gone, he's dead. Like, I like the fact the AIs have mistakes, but just you wait. It was, let's just say someone does a Jan Marlborough impression, which is quite fitting as I watched the GT film literally the last day or two. So, coming down all the way to Floodplatz here. This is, yeah, just watch the Porsche in front. There's a bit of a wiggle. There's a bit of a wiggle. To the moon! No, I'm fine. Tries to do his best. Oh, we've got another dead one here. Yep. And then this guy just decides to go on the grass for some reason. Weaving, you know, standards. This is just standard motorbike stuff. Oh, no, wheelie again. No, we're fine. Yeah. That sucks. Just, oh. Quite possibly, I don't know. I didn't look enough into the setup for it because I was just trying to get something out quick. I don't know if you can choose rub it in states, stuff like that. Yeah, so single player sucks giant hairy monkey nuts right now. You know, which is sad because it's going to be on console. A lot of that is probably going to be single player, I would imagine. A lot of people are looking forward to this as single player. Currently, that's a big old F right there. We're just going to... I didn't do much more of that lap before it told me everything I needed to know. Also, they've released a 2025 game. It doesn't have the curb at the end of the foxhole, so they've got the wrong version of the layout at launch. Cool. Glad you went in and fixed that. In their fairness, they only changed it February of 2024, so they haven't had that long to do it. They've only had about 19 months to raise a curb. But anyway, what other things have I found in my travels? It does actually have in single player. If we go into quick session, it has quite an extensive level of customization for the races. It's, again, when single player works, probably could be quite interesting. However, it doesn't, so this is all moot. However, we're going to cover it anyway. Right? So you've got your general stuff, grid start, mode, race, blah, 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 blah. You've got how scaling damage, how much fuel usage and stuff. That's quite cool to have in a single player, you know. Whether you start with tyre warmers or not, that's a nice choice. You can mix and match anything for multi-class at any track. That's cool. I like that. You can also edit the number of cars on there, and you can do an on-the-fly bop. So you can do your own balance of performance in single player. That's cool. That's really cool. So if they fucked up something, or you want to do a specific something or other, you find that one car, you've done a couple of races going, oh shit, I know we're in the GT3 class, but fuck me, that Mustang's quick. Right, I'm just going to give it a couple of extra bits of mass and make it slower, and or you're trying to balance it yourself offline for a league or something. This is cool. I like this. This is a nice feature. More games should have this custom bop feature. And then this is your track customization. As far as I'm aware, we don't have any wet weather, so I'm assuming this is TBD or coming soon. So yeah, it doesn't look like there is a rubbered in feature in this one. It is just the track is the track. Hey Josh, how you doing, mate? We've done the shop rant. We've done a bit of lambasting of some people who have found it a bit too. I've found it a bit too much of getting their knickers in a twist. We've had some very bad moments with AI. It sucks. Single player, do not get Rennsport for single player. Fucking sucks. Leave it until they've done something with it. Couple of cool features in single player for when it works though. Cool. So like very, very easy multi-class. Like, right, cool. What multi-class do we want? I want GT3s. I want some hypers. We get the Porsche Cups going. All right, cool. Job done. There we go. That's it. They're all in there now. How many of them I want? We're gonna have to. Maximum 12 in single player. That makes that less interesting. And then you can just add it on the fly bop for every single car, which is cool. I like that. Again, same with the actual single player sucks, and you can make it multi-stage as well, so you can do practice and race. You don't just have to do one. So you can have a full race weekend if you wanted, if you were that way inclined. Track-wise, not the most extensive of tracks. We got Fuji, we got Jeddah, which is interesting. It's the only other one I've seen with Jeddah that isn't the F1 game. This, which according to Jade is a very, very good track. Not done it yet. Looks interesting. Fictional street track. We got Monza, because of course you do. We've got Spa, because of course you do. This one is, I think, Rennsport's version of Fujimi Kaido kind of thing. It's like dick fighting around in the Alps, basically. Some fun little switchbacks, tunnels, that kind of thing. Hockenheim, only one layout on that, not classic, unfortunately. Nürburgring with Nordschleife, oval, figure 8, because that says beta, and this is when Rennsport was desperately trying to give people to do something. Oh, well, fuck it, we'll give you a figure 8. There you go. Daytona, one layout. A because it's Rennsport. And then Road Atlanta, cool track, only one layout, which kind of sucks when you got the M2 in there. But you know, track list, I would give, I don't know, like a C. Solid choices, but you get bored of them real quick. Car-wise, it's not... Oh, we need to turn all them back on to actually be able to see them, don't we? So let's just click everything on here. So, car selection, we've got the Porsche Cup, which is the current one, I believe, 2021 edition. Porsche Mission R, because apparently you can't give these things away for games. GT3 is the biggest category, so we've got the Maca. You don't have 3 Porsches. There are 2 versions of a Porsche, and then I have another one because I had early access to the beta with my fancy little DreamHack 2023 livery on it. Didn't pay for that. That came free. Just want to clarify that off the rip. We got the Mercedes, we got the BMW, the Mustang I haven't got because I didn't pre-order it, I just bought it for early access. Love that. Audi R8 and Aston Martin. We've got proper Forza Motorsport levels of GT4. We have 2 cars. We have the M4 and the Audi. Love it. Love a category with 2 cars. Hypercars, we've got yet another Forza level category of the Porsche and the BMW. The end. You have, for some reason, I have 2 M2s. Couldn't tell you why. 2 different VINs, but there we go. If you can't, so the VIN is this bit here. There's like, you can't see it through chat. Each of these cars has its own unique E-VIN for reasons. Okay. We got the Praga, which I think Jimmy went on record saying it's the worst version of the Praga he's ever driven when it came out. Revision TM. And then again, another Forza level category. I mean, it's actually worse than Forza because there's only there's 2 TCRs, which is the Audi or the Hyundai. Yeah. So again, car roster, like, I don't know, D. Hope you like GT3s, basically. It's yeah, single player, not it. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So Gary, so liveries. I have one for the Porsche. Apparently, oh yeah, I can put the same livery on that Porsche because apparently I have that Porsche twice. And that's your biscuit. I think that's all I've got. Yep, that's it. That's cool. Right, we're done with that. Don't need to go in that menu again. So, one of the things I did see with the liveries when they're in the shop, they're saying that, oh, they look really basic. I think what the idea is, you unlock stickers through one reason or another, and then you can put them on your car. Don't ask me how or why you unlock them, but I'm guessing this is how you customize the livery, because they're all very bland. I think this is their version of... I don't know whether you can get bobbleheads or some shit in this in the future, maybe. I don't know. But it all, like, this seems to be their customization thing, but maybe you can add more than just stickers to the back of it. My guess is if you do an event at like the Nürburgring, you get a Nürburgring sticker, and if you do something else, you get that. Yeah. I mean, well, I say I got this DreamHack one just by logging on during DreamHack in the beta. So there are ways they'll go, here you go, have some. Like, You might get some if you're part of the early access or something. Graphics-wise, the best thing I can say about the graphics is it looks like it's in Unreal Engine 5, which it is. This is like Unreal Engine 5, the look. Like if you look at new games, it's just got that modern Unreal Engine color palette to it, and that's it. It's like, it's fine. People said it looks like horrific and stuff. It's like, no, it looks fine. Like a lot of this game is pretty much like fine, and it depends if you think it's worth spending your money on. Fine, I guess. I mean, the only redeeming factor is multiplayer in this. Custom, I've not found anyone do any form of customs. I don't know how to start a custom one, so presumably this is just going to be local hosting, like it would be with console. I don't see why on PC you'd have to rent a server if you can just do local host on console. So hopefully it's just going to do general local hosting. So that could be quite interesting. Nice, easy way to set up. Fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Leagues. There we go. Jesus Christ. Word leagues just completely disappeared out of my brain then for a minute. And this is your main bit. So this is where you're going to live for now. This is your bread and butter. So you got every single day's calendar here viewable, apparently, up until where they've been bothered to populate it, which apparently is somewhere around here. Where are we? Tuesday. And you got multiple different races. They've got different levels of safety rating. So SR is your general safety rating. So quick play basically takes you straight into these upcoming events from what I can glean a bit. We'll go through that in a minute. So yeah, you got a number of different connotations. So this one here is the BMW M2 with no safety rating, so rookie races, hence why it says rookie, at the Founders Track, which is the R. That's all you need to do, really, and then you can click on it and you can go session info, and then you can find out how many laps you're doing. So it's a pit lane practice start, then you got 7 minutes of time delayed qualifying with a 10-minute race. You know, simple, easy, quick to understand, don't complicate it, and then you just... I'm not a big fan of the old side-scroller-ness of this, but it's a nice UI. It works. You know, pretty standard. What I will say is, considering this game technically hasn't come to wide full open access jobby what's it thing, pretty strong lobbies right now, and this should only get better. So this is basically going to be why you get this game. If you want to have very regular, appearing to be quite populated races, reasonably regularly, in any of the 19, I think it is, cars, that you'll, or 13 or something, there's some teens amount of cars in this. If you like those cars and you want to run them, you should have good lobbies because you have PC, Xbox and PlayStation all available in the lobbies. I don't know why you would get this game and have to turn crossplay off. You can. I don't know why. But it's there. And yeah, as you see, there's a range of stuff. So we've got GT4s. We might jump in that one in a minute. Or more just stuff that in a sec. So we're almost to the point of driving, you know. My TED Talk is almost finished. And then you got Quick Play, which basically tells you when the next... what the next 3 are that you can do, basically. And you go, oh, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. And then you just jump straight in. It's nice and easy. Like, it just gets you into a race where it says 3 laps, 12 drivers, fixed, job done. Nice, easy, sorted. It's a real nice, easy feature. So if you don't want to, if you're not sure what you want to race, just click Quick Play and like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, we'll do that with the M2s. Yeah, sure, let's do that. And that ends at that time. Or in that many minutes, I think it is. Ends in 11. Because I don't, unless that's telling me that... that changed when I got... okay, I don't quite know what that time's doing. I don't know if both of those mean 11:53 PM, except this is in 12 hours and this is 24 hours. Or does this end in 23, not just under 24 minutes, and this one in just under 12 minutes? I don't know. Right, I think that is most of the menu shit out of the way. It's been a bit of a whistle-stop tour. I mean, we've got my Rennsport, but this is just the stuff you'd expect, like friends list, You can check your safety rating. You can do a leaderboard check on it. You can go through and see your results on it. From what I did see, these leaderboards, these are actual. So these will store your actual best laps at any track, like period, during race and during qualifying. So that'd be quite cool to have that on record. That's quite nice. I like that. I like data. Data is fun. Here's your player card, your Battlefield or Call of Duty banner jobby thing. I'm not going to click account because I don't know what personal information there is in there, so I don't really want to press that button. But yeah, it's what it is. You know, you got your chibies. Chibies are always good. I've got a few of them apparently in my deck, fighting around making it work. But that's it. Let's jump in and actually do some fucking racing, shall we? What do you mean I have to be signed? I'm fucking signed in, you stupid game. What are you doing? Alright, bear with. Come on, game, I'm trying to show you off. Don't do this to me right now. Okay, I don't like the fact that it's got my email address on there. That's not great. There we go. Right, it's just a glitch. We cool. It's just a glitch. What I say we're gonna do? Hockenheimring, wasn't it? GT4 register. Let's go back to that one. Cool. Right, so we are registered. Starts in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Are we doing Audi? We're doing BMW. What do we want to do, boys? Audi or BMW? Let's go into LMU stance. There we go. Which one do you want to see first? The BMW or the Audi? Audi, cool. Select car. Right, so we've got, how many people? I think it was like 50 odd people signed up for this one. Audi looks pretty even. Okay, so with the we've got 3 Audis and 1 Beamer, so we're going Audi. So with the racing, as you can see, you've got on the player card here, you've got, I don't know what the numbers correspond to, I'm assuming. No, it's not level. There's numbers here, I don't know what they mean. But the smaller number, I believe, is your like I rating or your Rennsport rating, R rating. I don't know what they call it, but this is like, I'm 28-26 good, and this guy is 30-70 good. This guy's only 21-58 good, you know? So I think that's what that means. And then basically you have to do 5 races, and it will basically tell you. Oh, silver one, there you go. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's using your noodle. Oh, right there. So this man apparently has just been playing Rennsport since it went live yesterday. So yeah, you progress through general ladders by the sounds of it. If there's tier based on silver, gold, I imagine plat, maybe diamond. They're going full esport with it. And yeah, you have to do 5 races, and it will take your averaging of that, and then give you your EPEN number, so you can show how good you are to everyone else online, basically. That is a I mean, if you're trying to do anything other than race online, you're having a bad time with this game right now. We've pretty much worked that out up until this point. There's a couple, I think, of red herrings in terms of what people are annoyed with. Yeah, this is kind of the only feature that works. Do have to say, to give it its due, technically it's not out yet. This is still technically early access because you can pay it for 72 hours early if you pay them for the content. However, this is likely going to be the launch one, but there may be some big patches due on Thursday. Not trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but just trying to represent a relatively fair basis. If Thursday comes around, there's no patch, fuck them. It's broken. You shouldn't have launched it. Man, I'm never going to get like endorsed by anyone, am I? I've told this publisher to go fuck themselves like 3 times. Mind you, I think I've also given it probably more of a bit of rope than most people have in this. So, Oh dear. Well, we've got a 10-minute race. Qualifying. We're not going to bother qualifying. We'll go around and just make sure that the like everything's working. Because new game, you kind of have to check that everything's working pretty much at the beginning of every game. Right, can I start? Car. Okay, right, cool. I'm pretty sure I did that before, but anyway. Alright. Don't know what the actual cap is on drivers. If it's a 13-car lobby, that kind of sucks. I will kind of get why it would be that, though. Cool. Right, let's check. Oh, I don't know why we're starting here. We want to be starting in here. Okay, so this has got quite a nice, easy way of actually adjusting the camera. If we go back into this one for a second, so you can see the menus. Oh, this is really nuking my webcam. I don't think this is particularly well optimized, is it? Oh. Edit gameplay camera, and you just got a series of sliders, and you can just use the grayed out bit just to work it out, and that's it works. It's pretty fine. You know, I like to get my nose right up in the windscreen, so I'm sat very close to my monitor, and then we want to go up a little bit. I think that should be good. I'm going to scooch in a bit. No, don't want to do that. FOV seems fine, I think. Do that. Let's give that a go. Continue. Right, go back to that one. Oh, yeah, this is I think I might be pushing my computer a little bit. Okay, so that's now really quiet of my engine. Why is this now really quiet? Ever crashed? Nope, we just had a big old stutter. Okay, cool. Okay, we appear to be having some performance-based issues, because I am freezing. Interesting, because the multiplayer I did earlier was fine. This is not a good look. Lost connection to the server. Okay, maybe it was server problems then? I would be surprised, because this was running peachy keen earlier. The session has started, so can I no longer get in there? Am I, once you're out, you're out? Is that the thing? That looks to be the thing. That sucks. That really sucks. Stage info, practice. Why, if it's in practice, why can't I get back in? Alright then. Well, that's a big old F right there. Let's try. We can't get in that one. Let's, I guess, this one. Oh god, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to be fair. Oh dear. What are you doing to me, game? Yep, there is literally no way of getting back into it once the session started, is there? Right, we'll go away then. Register. Is there no way for me to practice? No, there isn't either, is there? Fuck. That really sucks. Well, which one do you want, boys? Do you want the M2 or the M2? I think we take my OG one out. You're right, Pete. Is that jittering I'm hearing in the music? Because now I'm... Yes, okay, cool, fine. Alright, last mate. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, right, well, let's... M2's at Spa sounds like it's going to be interesting. So, does this notification... Okay, it sits on that one there. Let's do a quick time trial. That M2, because that's what I'm using. I don't know why that means anything, but it was sure. Spa. That one. And start time trial. That's fairly good. That is a fair criticism. I'm trying to present a. Okay, fuck me. You can actually go in and adjust a lot of stuff. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just make sure we. Why can I still not hear the? Where's game sounds gone? I cannot hear anything. Audio. Music volume is 0. Master volume should be fine. Hey Luke, how do you do, mate? Engine volume. Opponent volume. Why is opponent volume louder than my engine? I never understand why games do that. It might need to do a cheeky reboot because. Oh no, I can hear shit again now. Okay, right. So game seems to be functional. I have no force feedback though right now. Well, I have some, but it's minimal at best. Yeah, I mean it's not a great start. We should be in a race right now, and then the game crashed. So, you know, I can't say it's getting much of a better review here, to be honest. Okay, this M2 is very floaty. Controls. Force feedback. Very sensitivity. Cool, fun. Save changes. Right. Can I feel something now? Okay, I can't feel something now. So it's not going to be the heaviest of steering because it's an M2. So. Okay. I don't think the M2 is this game at its best, if I'm being truthful. I am doing this with 540 steering lock, which, as far as I'm aware, these things are more like 900 to 1080. So there's probably some weirdness going on with that. Cheers for the follow there, Red Guy. Appreciate it. Need to remember I'm in an M2. But I mean, it's controllable. Definitely feel a lot of stuff. I mean, the force feedback is definitely enough to be able to drive the car with, that's for sure. Like, you can feel enough in it in terms of weight transfer, rumble. This has got one of the when you go over crests and stuff, like the force feedback will like actually cut out and stuff. Like you will have a lot more freedom of movement if you're going over a bump into certain steering wheel like you would in real life. So that was quite interesting discovering that on the launch life in the Porsche Carrera Cup. I'll tell you that. But I mean it's fine. Being truthful, I prefer this to driving AMS2 the other day. Initial things on it, like it's not by far away not the most detailed force feedback by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got road texture. I can feel suspension load. Some of the curbs I can feel, some I can't. That could be down to fine-tuning the settings. Just don't want me, we're just completely missing the bus stop. Oh, my next lap's too. Oh, okay. That sucks. 244, that's very slow. Oh, that was a wall. Weird glitch there, telling us to go the wrong direction. Will it? I don't quite know where it's picking that information up from, but that was quite wrong. Oh, hop, skip and jump. So you can't see, but behind my head is a warning logo. Oh yeah, that was one thing I was going to show you. So, what is very easy to do in this as well is you can edit the entire HUD. This horrible visual diarrhea of whatever the fuck you can see right here is you can customize basically everything. In fact, what I'm going to do, we're going to move this to where can you guys see? So you can see the penalties and stuff. Let's pop this over here, I think. There we go. So we should have the penalty pop-up window should come up over there now. Save. So that's quite nice to have that built in. Oh yeah, the mirror sucks ass. Yeah. So there is like basically you're driving through the Silent Hills fog wherever you go, and it's effectively got a fixed render distance behind and in front. And the mirror will just it just scans as you go. And I will warn you now, there's horrific shadow popping as well from the trees as you go around. So as light changes and as it gets I think I got an achievement for doing something there. You get horrific sort of shadow popping and all that sort of shit as well, which is again very Unreal Engine. If we're being honest, like it's just when you see it, it's really jarring. So it does kind of suck a fair bit. So it's yeah. Didn't say it was a game changer. I'm just look for everything that shit that I will. If something sucks, for the entire time I've been here, I've been calling out things that suck, and I've been calling out the things that are kind of nice. Being able to natively move all the bits of your UI is natively kind of nice. I would like to be able to do that in a better game like LMU, but you can't. So, does it make up for shit? No. Is it still a nice feature? I think it is, personally. I think that's quite nice to have that built in native. If you don't, then fair enough, mate. It's not a problem. Right, select car. That one. Here we go. Can I race? Hello. Thank you. Right, cool, we're done. Oh. Right. What we got in here? A few bronze people in this one. Interesting. Do we think the session is going to last? Can't hear anything again. Frame delta is about the same. Can we... Yeah, we have no internal car noise. Do I have to... This is going to be a very annoying bug if I've got to go into the sound menu every fucking time and change the sound. Just change something and put it back again. This was a new bug that I didn't discover earlier. Nope. Okay. Da, 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 da. Press some numbers to find out which one of these changes it. Still doesn't fix it. This is going to really suck if I can't hit. You hear it. You can hear my engine rev, yeah? Why can't I hear shit then? What is going on? Yeah, I've just lost all game, but it's only in... Yeah, okay. Right, in multiplayer for some reason I have no game audio. That's really fucking weird and really annoying. I fucked around with these settings before and it came back. That's... Nope. Well, this is gonna suck because I drive using my ears. Turn to pit. Return to pit. So I can hear there. Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed again. Sure. How you doing, Kura? Hope you're alright. I was quite looking forward to this because I was hoping my Forza friends may have something to do other than Forza, because the GT3s felt kind of okay when I played it earlier. Can I hear now? I don't know yet. We're going to find out. But I don't even think I can say that. I don't think I can recommend anyone buying this game in good confidence right now because there are too many bugs. It's weird it gives you packet loss and shit as standard. That's very interesting. The fact that's on as standard in your UI. I don't quite know who would care about that or would really know how to fix any of that. And your frame delta. That's really weird. I don't quite... Okay. Oh, force feedback has disappeared again. Do we have sounds? We do. We have sounds. Cool. Right, well, here we go. Let's see if we can get around this with some semblance of speed. Or do we just start from the back? I feel like we just start from the back, right? So I'm treating this M2 kind of like the ones you have in like BMWs in other racing ones, where you really don't like the GT4 BMW. You never even want to go into second. Like the second gear is so short that you never even want to touch that. So I'm assuming you probably never want to touch first in this thing. Did Bummer race a sweat? No, she didn't race a sweat. You do make a very good point. I cannot recommend that right now, if I'm being honest, Kuro. I would like to say give it a go. Definitely wait for the main release on Thursday, see if there is a day one patch, because there is a lot of what I consider to be bad bugs right now. Like the first one we launched into, we just effectively lagged ourselves off the server. Whoa, over rev. I've had to go in and adjust the over rev protection in this because it's, even though it's set at half a second, it was just not letting me shift down when I wanted to. Yeah, so what you're seeing there is draw distance. So that is something that is going to be, they have like said, yes, this is broken. Day one patch is going to fix a lot of that. So it's quite janky. I didn't feel anything on that curve. I heard it, didn't feel it. But I mean, the cars themselves, like the force feedback is nice enough. You know, I would say that this game is a lot easier to drive than AMS2. You don't have to have such aggressive levels of slip. There is still slip, don't get me wrong. It sits, like Callsign says, it sits somewhere between LMU, I'm just going to go off track just so we don't actually set a lap time. It sits somewhere between LMU and AMS2, but on the right side of AMS2, you know? Not the horrible slippy slidey, driving with your rear wheels covered in washing up liquid kind of AMS2. But the main thing I was hoping from this was something I could confidently say to my Forza brethren of, don't worry boo, we got you. You know, you have a game to play. I don't know if I can say that yet. That was my hope. Yeah, play on PC. Yeah. So the mindset I've come into this with is like part of the things I've seen with the other guys earlier is I'm not gonna state. Wait, is that? Surely that doesn't count because it was a dirty lap, right? Even though it says I'm third. Some of the reviews I've seen earlier were from some of the more sort of, I mean, Jardier and all that sort of stuff, like the top end of content creators and pace and speed and all that sort of stuff in sim racing. I don't think this is a game for them, so I don't think they're ever going to like it, if I'm being truthful. What I think this is a game for, as I say, the people who are still playing Forza because on Xbox, which I know is also jankier than the PC version is right now somehow. Somewhere they can go and drive GT3s with a decent lobby, with hopefully decent standards. People who are waning with Gran Turismo, somewhere for them to go to actually drive race cars. I know Spec 3 is coming where you get race cars and Yas Marina, and I think a few other bits I haven't confirmed yet because I'm not a GT driver, so I'm not that fast. this is just another, and obviously ACC they've just confirmed that it is basically done. Like they've said, we're not pushing out, effectively said we're not doing any more updates for that game. So that is done. So there are still races on SimHub, I'm sure, but you got to think that that is going to be a community that starts waning shortly. So there's about to be a lot of homeless console racers right now who, as I say, have had Microsoft basically send them out into the cold with nothing but their long johns on. With Forza Motorsport, GT7, that if I'm paying attention to videos, seems to be in a good place and a bad place about 8 times a day. And ACC, which is have basically confirmed end of life, you know. So there's a load of, I think there could be a load of displaced racers on console that need somewhere, and this was primed to be a really good place for them, to be honest. Like, still in the driving physics of it, it feels pretty good. Like, the car is doing what I expect it to do. I'm not getting surprised by anything. We haven't done our lap yet, have we? There we go. That was close. Almost qualified. So I think that at the moment it's still a big L on that. We will check back in once the day one patch has been launched to see where we stand with that. But yeah, I don't know if I can recommend them picking this up until we've had a chance to look at PMR, if I'm being honest, because the closer we get to the release date of that, the more people are coming out of the woodwork saying, actually. So, yes, you do get TT and ABS adjustments. So I've got, so it's just below the very bottom of the screen, just below the chat and the MFD, like the in-car MFD. It's just down there. But the M2, ABS is on or off, and TC is effectively on or off in this. We can drop it down one cog on the old TC. See what TC 1 of 2 is. You know, the UI is quite nice. I quite like it. It's a bit minimalist. I think you can, let's say, add and remove stuff at your leisure. So that seems quite nice. But yeah, I can't say it's. The driving it is the best bit of the game. The problem is a lot of the other bits of the game are broken right now, especially single player. So if you're a single player console enjoyer, definitely do not touch this with a barge pole. No, it's BMW M2, this one. It is that one. Like, yeah, the driving is the best bit. The cars feel nice. The force feedback feels nice. The physics is relatable. Why do I need a 15-second countdown? That's a bit excessive. Hey, Mark, how you doing, mate? It's very close to being a good package. It's just problem is that it just needed a few of the jank bits that are in right now not being janky. I think it would be quite a solid package for online races. For single players, it's shit. Yeah, first gear you don't want to touch. Learned that already. Yeah, it's on or off, I think, the TC. I don't think I didn't honestly feel much of a difference with it on or off, to be honest. I think for console players, it's very close to being a good package. Obviously, I'm not playing on Xbox, so I don't know any of the Xbox jank. But from what I can experience here, it seems pretty fine. Well, we're almost following him. Like, the UI is nice, it feels modern, the cars feel good to drive. They're very communicative. Like, you can see I've had a couple of moments where we're like sliding, here we're going in way too hot. We can feel the front starting to scrub, but you can trail brake them nicely. You've got brake migration and all that sort of stuff. So you can adjust your brake bias, not in these because it's an M2, but it's fixed at 58. Yeah, you can get on the tyre. You can get into slip and hold it without sort of losing any real time or any major time with it. I have not. I can do. I have a pad. I do have a pad. We can have a look at it doing it with a pad in a bit. These guys in front are pretty quick. Or I'm very bad. That's also an option. I don't think that's a second good turn. I think I might just be letting it slip a little bit too much. I think that's my problem right now. Been a bit conservative on the brakes as well. Yeah, no, it's right. We'll give it a go on a pad in a bit. I'll do a few races on the wheel and then we'll have a fuck around with the pad. You'll have to excuse my driving ability on the pad. It's been a long time, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, no problem. Oh, we're going to stop in time? Yeah, we are. Perfect. Lovely, look at that. One thing I would like is a bit more detail in their force feedback adjustment, because I'm having to run it quite light, which means my actual force around centre is quite light, but I can't go in and fine tune the bump and like road texture and that sort of thing. So like the peaks, because I'm not going the wrong way. Thanks anyway. I'd quite like just to bring the peaks down a little bit, like the jolts, just a little bit sort of too strong for my liking. But if I go any lower as an overall force feedback feeling, I feel even less. So your mileage on that may vary. I am on my new R25, so my peaks are probably quite peaky. So again, I could just be complaining about first world problems. Yeah, see, look, we're able to trail that in nicely there. We've got into a little element of slip, but enough to just sort of bring the car around. I need to find a fair bit of time because we are getting left behind by these two. Whoa, too much. Yeah, first gear is fucking useless in this car, isn't it? And you see, we didn't get stuck in the death slide there as well, so that's you can do the normal sort of stamp on the brake and bring the front back round kind of thing if you get stuck in a slide. So that's quite nice. Ideally, you wouldn't get stuck in to begin with, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. That's a new line through there. Yep. So there's that penalty banner popped up that you can see there. So that tells you when you've like invalidated a lap and the reason behind it. That obviously is your penalty points tracker for the race to help calculate your SR. Don't know how many of them you get to play with. No, definitely not. Definitely not second gear corner. Gosh, I thought the pistons were about to jump out the top of the fucking engine then. But yeah, the cars are definitely a lot more sort of pliable. A lot, you can play with them a lot more than you can on NMU. At least in this M2 anyway. I have tried GT3s off stream, and they were kind of the same. You get a little bit of slip to play with, which is beneficial. Like you want to use that slip where you can, but you don't get an excessive amount like you do in AMS2, where you just have to live in this weird slidey angle, or like Forza with the GT class in that, where you have to set the cars up to be super fucking like super slippy on the rear end, just to get any form of pace out of it, you know. Probably carry more speed through that. I think I'm overslowing through the source. Kind of Billy No Mates right now. Everyone else is fucked off down the road, haven't they? They've got a fair bit more pace than I have. Hopefully that helps. We've still got 5 seconds a lap off, damn. That's a lot. We're washed, guys. Absolutely washed. direction I'll take for one of those TCs out. Whether the TC1 is that much better and gives me a little bit more off the corner. Yeah, they are all PlayStation players, so yeah, there might be some GT7 trying out that competition. Doesn't surprise me. They do have an amazing ability to sit and just play one game for what seems to be forever. I don't have that ability. I'm impressed greatly by it though. Oh, we've got 14 points to play with, have we? Okay, cool. That's nice to know. We've got the delta up. 8 seconds. It's a bit weird the game loads with no delta screen up. It's the first time I've seen that in a game. I feel like these M2s might be a bit too grippy for what they're actually like, because I can go through Blanchimont flat in a car that's barely got a rear spoiler. I know we're on slicks and the car's quite light, but I would be thinking twice about trying to do it flat in one of these, I can tell you that. What was that, 235? Okay, so pace is better. We're on pace with the leaders, we just can't catch them up. Nope. Seconds to the lead. Man, they're having a great little race up there, look. They're all within a couple of seconds of each other. Right, let's try and get a clean lap this time. You can kind of see them just going through Lake Hume at the end there. Depending on how bad the compression is on your own. Oh, yellow flag. Oh dear, hello. Back marker? No. Nope, that is for position. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun driving this car. That's all I can tell you. Like, all the other bits might be sort of subjective annoyances and stuff. I am having fun. This car is fun to drive. So take the value of that as you will. All the other annoyances aside, right here, right now, with this working, this car on this track, with this setup and however the car is set up as stock, I am having fun right now. Which has a lot to say. You know? There have been a lot of times I've been sat in LMU not having fun. But a lot of time in ACC where I've been not having fun. I'm having fun right now. It's just obviously, is that fun worth whatever it is to buy the bundle? Right now, I don't know. Are you on defensive or are you going to take the normal line? Just going to do some weird sort of squeeze and then miss your brake point completely. Cool, good move. You're going to rejoin? Any resafe joiners? Lovely, straight to the racing line, love it! Oh, I see why you did that now, so you didn't lose position. Right, gotcha. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Thank you very much there. Schlemmer. Oh dear, that sounded expensive. Being honest, Mike, I don't think this is a blip on our racing's radar. All right, this game for who can I? Oh yeah, this is one of the other things as well. You can't leave until it's all done. So although I'm finished, we've still got Ramirez Jr. So we're waiting on him. And I want to. So the biggest competition for this basically is for PC's LMU. I don't. This isn't for PC. I'm going to say it right now. This is not for PC sim racers, right? If you're playing iRacing, you're playing Race Room, you're playing LMU, AC, even AMS2. I would prefer to play this over AMS2, but I don't think anyone who enjoys that sim would want to play this. I don't think for this there's not enough to warrant playing this over anything else on PC right now. I don't think. As I say, I would prefer to play this over AMS2. I'd probably prefer to fuck around in this than I would just grinding daily races in LMU right now, but that's because I've got 300 hours in LMU. I can't do any championships just because of the hours I stream. I'm kind of fed up with being top split 2, bottom middle of split 1, depending on the hours that I race. This is just a palate cleanser, like a change of scenery enjoyment factor for me. I will probably, if it continues to work, I will probably play this again, because that was a very fun race. Ooh, we gained XP. Oh, yes, number go up, make number bigger. Woo, level 3. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Level 4. Damn, Gina, we skipped a whole level. Complete 3 more races to receive my rank. Yeah, I mean, technically we didn't complete that one because you just kicked me from the fucking server. But anyway. Oh, I've got a couple of that. Well, we've got complete a race on Spa. My first official online race. Yay, got Chivis. Right, multiplayer. Don't like the fact it keeps me back to the main screen. I would much prefer to stay in this screen, please. SR2. I don't think we have SR2, do we? So we must go. This is also annoying. Why have I got to change days to that one? Just because it crosses midnight. That's annoying. What we got? M2s at Fuji. Or M2s at Fuji. Or a long time, 12 minutes. Okay, we'll do Fuji then, I guess. We'll go in the one with 2 people. Because apparently there's 2 of the same things. We'll go in that one. There we go. Cool. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think this is for PC racers right now. I don't see any reason anyone on PC would play this over a lot of stuff, unless you're like me. You're kind of fed up with LMU, but you want to race GT cars. You don't think Race Room is for you, or you don't get on with the physics or the handling on that one. This is more engaging probably than Race Room. I prefer Race Room's force feedback and physics over this. This is more fun though. This one feels like you're doing more, whereas Race Rooms feels better. Is kind of how I'm going to describe that. Like, I can't tell you exactly why or where, but Race Rooms just feels like buttery smooth, and like I just like the weighting of it, and more. It's not precise, but it's more precise than this, I think. But this, I think, is more engaging. It feels like there is more going on through the wheel, but not to the same. There's more dynamic range than there is in like LMU, because LMU is just like bzz, everything is just fighting to come through the wheel. Whereas I think this has got a bit more dynamic range in it. It's not much more, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there is a bit more in it. So I kind of prefer its force feedback and what it's doing through the wheel and what it's communicating to me more than LMU. You don't end up in horrible like ABS lock as well, which you go, as you stamp on the brakes with the ABS, which is really annoying in LMU. But yeah, I think this is, as I say, it's competing against GT7. We'll say Forza, even though Forza's competing against itself. ACC console version, and ACC general, actually. Anyone still rocking ACC who doesn't like LMU, this gives them another place to go that's going to be supported, hopefully. I think it's more at your entry-level sim than anyone who is rocking what are now really the big 3 of iRacing, Race Room, and LMU. I think we'll probably call them the big 3. I say AMS is its own thing. I'm not. The less I say about AMS, the best. The last time I said something about them, they started calling for my head. Yeah, I feel like I think I'm just talking myself around in circles now. So, oh, I've got North Korea. that isn't actually. I get the feeling he follows Gamer Muscle. That's the word. Christ, my brain is dead today, isn't it? Jesus. Yeah, that was a fun little 10-minute race. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. It's a fun little car. I kind of wish there was something to do, like you could go into a practice lobby like you can in LMU or something, or race iRacing, while you're waiting for something to start. This is also going to be the litmus test of how many people worldwide are interested in this, because we're getting into the dog-ended ears of playtime now. We're in the dark hours. You know, it's approaching midnight UK time, which means we're getting into the very early starts of the US people coming online, and we're getting into the trails off of the Europeans going like, nah, mate, it's 1 o'clock, I'm going to bed. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with these numbers now. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, what? This one's got 7. Alright, cool, I don't want to be in that one then. We'll withdraw from that one then. We'll go in the other one. Don't ask me why, but apparently they've double loaded this race up here. Nothing like dividing people up. I'm pretty sure we haven't got the SR for that yet, have we? No. I haven't got anything yet. Do. What we've got to do? 3 more. We'll try and get these 3 out and register before the end of the evening. And then we'll do a I'll do a time trial with the old pad. Just so I don't, if I get it wrong, I don't ruin anyone else's race. Just so I can let you know what it feels like on there. Not that I'm a connoisseur of the pad, so take my inputs with that as with a pinch of salt. I can give you the best I can, but I'm not a pad enjoyer. So other than stuff like Rocket League, I don't really use it for anything driving now. Right, what we got after this one? So we got M2. That's gonna be, we're gonna be in there till probably around here, I imagine. Safety rating 3, so we might get some Road Atlanta in the GT4s, hopefully, if we don't get kicked out. And then after that one, that's a 10-minute race again. We'll then be looking at maybe GT4s at Hockenheim, something like that. Okay. I don't. We might be just a little bit short of time on getting all 5 done today. I don't know. If it's not today, I'm probably going to be back on this tomorrow, so we can do a bit more then. And there'll be less of me ranting at the beginning of the stream for doing like a half-hour TED talk, which means we'll get more racing done. Still a good mix of people around world. Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's. I mean, I've not raced on it yet. It could be fun. Who knows? It's just it seems a bit. It seems a bit like shit. We said we were going to have 5 fantasy tracks. Quick, what can we do? I don't know. Maybe we'll do the R for Rennsport. I'm like, yeah, do it. It feels a little bit of a I'll squeak that one in kind of thing. To me, I could be wrong, but it's just, I don't know. It feels like a little bit of like a, oh, we need to fill a gap kind of thing. It's got a little whiff of that, you know. Right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm just gonna go get a drink. Oh, if I can get out of the rig. Ow, my knees. Oh, right, we're back. Oh. Yeah, Mike, I mean, that's part of the reason that I'm trying it, is the fact it's crossplay, you know? Because I struggle getting good lobbies. So if this game is, like, playable and passable and enjoyable enough, I can come on here and have some good racing. Now, the competitiveness probably is going to bounce around a bit while it sort of gets more popular and more people, like, try the game and get on it. So I'm not too worried about them being competitive right now. I just want to see what the general take-up of it is. Because eventually, the more people play it, the more people will get the right R rating or whatever the fuck they're calling it. So you'll have... Everyone should get match made at an appropriate level. But, yeah, we struggle, like, on my race room streams, we would be like... We've got maybe 1 or 2 races left before it's just, like, 6, 7 people in the lobby, you know? And in LMU, I can get lobbies, but the skill gap is massive. So I quite like the fact this is cross-platform. Why, of course, I quite like the look of PMR being cross-platform. Is there's just more people to have the game, which means there's more chance of someone being there when I want to play it. It's pretty simple. So, and as I say, mostly because I race at really obtuse hours. I dabble, but I cannot forgive iRacing for its netcode. Its netcode is god awful. For the amount of money that fucking game makes, the amount of times I've had a race ruined because the computer thought I was going to have a crash, it's infuriating, and I can't do it. I can't race a 20-minute, half-hour race and then get sent into a wall by a ghost contact that never was going to happen, but the computer thought it did, so then, oh, fuck it, we'll send you into a wall. I just can't do it. Like, it infuriates me. And I don't do this to be angry. I do this to chill out. I do this to have fun. I do this to stream and chat with people around the internet and share my fun and try and make it an entertaining place to be, and, you know, places where people can hang out. And we're growing a really cool community and lots of people I know, like regular faces like Cool and OSW and all this sort of stuff. And it just, I cannot, I value my time too much, you know? Like, I respect myself too much to put up with having my race fucking ruined because the 1s and 0s didn't match up for that split second. It's just, it's an absolute, it's a piss take. The rest of the game is fine to great, it's just the rest of it's a piss take. Oh, I thought you'd slunk off the bed. Yeah, you. Alright, you can crawl back into your hole now. I assume you're just editing or whatever. Do we have sound? We do. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Should we have a look at Fuji? Yeah, I assumed you're editing videos. So do something like that. Fuji really needs to fix this dip in their fucking pit lane. It's quite funny. Okay, pit lane basically in second one. Yeah, I'm willing to forgive this game some of its jank because it's a modern day launch title. Modern day launch titles have jank. I'm not too worried about that. Jank can be fixed. It's the core concept of the game and the core fundamentals of the game is what I'm more worried about. And those bits seem to feel pretty good to me. Like the actual basis of what this game is. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Whoop. And yeah, I mean, people said this game looks shit. I think this game just looks like it's made in Unreal Engine 5. It's got just that same schmoo over everything. Like, everything's just got earth tones, and it's like, yeah, it's built in UE5. Basically, it's what I can tell you about this game. It's what design style have they used for the game? Well, they've used Unreal Engine 5. Ah, say no more. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna knock it. Like, there's a lot of reasons to go do something else with your time. Ah, yes, I've done that many times on OSW, and it's getting B-roll and then forgetting to unmute the game sounds is the really annoying one. You've just recorded 20 minutes of B-roll, and it's all muted. It's like, fuck's sake. Ooh, thank you very much, Degrief. Degrief? Dagref. Oh, you gifted. It's Cool's gifted too, right? My thing's caught up now. Of course you have. I've not seen anything on my end. I'm aware of the horrific pop-in. Again, this is all UE5 stuff. Like, is it good? No. Am I going to accept it? I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, I would say this game looks better than iRacing from a fidelity standpoint. Whether you like the art style or not, I don't know, but from a fidelity standpoint, I would say this is a better looking game. In terms of like textures, like texture packs, like raw pixels on the screen and how they're presented. I mean, it's probably closer to real life than Race Room. I like Race Room's slightly oversaturated look. I think it's quite nice. It's fine. It's basically like with a lot of this game, it's fine. This game ranges from like fucked to fine. It struggles to be anywhere above fine in a lot of places. Apart from the actual core driving is fun. That's the other F. This is 3 Fs. It's either fucked, fine, or fun. We've figured it out. It's taken a little while, but we've finally figured out how we summarise this game. The different parts of it fit into one of the 3 Fs. Fucked, fine, or fun. Nailed it. We got there. Wait, you get instant wins in qualifying. Oh, shit. Did not think about that. Does that go against my SR? I hope not. I'm not a massive fan of the game keeping tally of stuff in qualifying. It's a bugbear of mine in LMU as well. Yeah, I think we've inadvertently found the perfect review method. Fuck this 1 to 5, 1 to 10 bollocks. Like, what falls into what are the Fs? It's the painted BPM 3F review method. Is it fucked, fun, or fine? I'm sure advertisers are going to love me. Do you think they'll give me advertising copy, like early copies, if I start being a game reviewer and just reviewing it as either fucked, fun, or fine? Somehow I don't think I will. Too late. This is all being recorded and it's all time-stamped, so if anything happens after now, I can highlight the fact that I came up with the idea and then it's actually you're in breach of my IP. Oh, we're on 57, yeah. Well, we did spend forever going off track in turn 1, didn't we? Alright, we'll break probably about the 150, I guess. Yep, yeah, 150's fine. Bit of trail break at the end there. But it's fine, you're in the US, cool, so you can actually grab it and there's nothing I can really do about it, because you've got your own patent office and trademarking. So I'd have a job trying to overrun that, but yeah, I think there's something there in the future, you know, if I do go into reviewing stuff. Exactly, yeah, freedom. Hashtag freedom. Speaking of hashtag freedom, I did hear that the Big Don is trying to sue the BBC for defamation, unless he gets an apology for them by Friday. I don't know the context, but that just like, okay, how many presidents have got the cojones to sue Foreign publishing company. While in office. It's a bold play con. We are not quick at Fuji, to no one's surprise, because I don't like this track. The hairpin is less annoying in this. Oh, sorry, the shit cane, as we've trademarked it here. Oh, he's a fantastic field study. Like, if I were doing biology, he's a fantastic case study. Very frightening for a man who's got half of his hand wrapped around the button that says nuke. I wonder why I was struggling to get off the corners. TC's gone back up again. Hey, new follow. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. Are we dirty in the lap already? No. Okay, fine. I mean, we're going dirty by the end of the lap anyway. No, understeer. There we go. Whee! Mim. 450. Yeah, we're not trying anywhere near hard enough. I feel like you have to disengage a lot of your brain to like him. Like, you have to be willing to disregard a lot of what your sensors are telling you. Console ACC player, I would right now I would wait for PMR personally. It's nearly there. It's about. So the best bit is the driving. Like, the bit I'm doing now is the best bit. It feels great to drive. I have a lot of fun just throwing this M2 around. Like, there's good angles of slip. You've got way more feel in the car than you have in ACC. In my personal opinion, I do not really get on with ACC's handling or force feedback, but I'm having a lot more fun with the driving of this. The rest of the game, as part of our painted 3F systems, we grade, as of now, we grade things on 3 systems. Whether it's fun, it's fucked, or it's fine. So the single player, that's fucked. Don't touch single player. If you want to do single player with AI, it's just bad. Don't worry about it. Okay, thanks. Move on. Most of the rest of the game is fine. Like, some of the stuff just doesn't work. Like, replays and stuff just don't work a lot of the time. If they do, that's when they decide to work, not when you've decided for it to work. The graphics and stuff are fine. The menus and the UI I actually quite enjoy. The store can, if you want to buy shinies, cool. If not, fine. Well, I wouldn't worry about the store being in there if you're not fussed about it. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the driving. Driving dynamics and the driving physics of this game are a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I'm a wheel user. I put that out there. I haven't used it with pad yet, but I would wait for PMR. Oh, someone's got a jump start, because I think that could be better as an overall package, you know, and it will have more variety. This is very limited. It's only got 13 tracks, 19 cars, or something like that. And it seems to only have like quite small lobbies for right now. That could change as I get further into the game. We're only on like our second/third race so far in multiplayer. So I don't know things like lobby size. I prefer bigger lobbies, like 20 plus. I haven't been in one that's like more than 13. But again, we're playing at weird hours. Game's not fully released yet. Oh, lots of death. Parting them like the doors and I'm Qui-Gon. Dan, you shouldn't tell me you're in bed. My mind is now wandering. I'm trying to race. Yeah, I mean, ACC, you're going to want to find your out on ACC, because they've pretty much confirmed that it's dead now. They've said that they're not really going to do any updates for it, so... if once this becomes like a full game, this will be a better place to be than ACC. I'm 100% sure of that. Much better native multiplayer built into it. I don't know the driving standards, but having been in ACC lobbies on PC in the past, I can't imagine they're any worse. Definitely much more interesting sort of handling dynamics and stuff like that than ACC. Bit more variety, not much at the moment, but that again could change. Excuse me, I'm just gonna. Thank you. But yeah, ACC is in its death throes right now. LMU's killed the PC side of ACC, and either this, once it's fixed, or PMR, if not fucked, is going to kill the console side of ACC, is my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, this is no more broken than Forza was when it came out. In fact, Forza was probably a bit more broken than this. We're going to stop? Oh, we did, and then we got encouraged off the track there. Well, we're in P2 for a minute. Yeah, this has got like a fun element of slip in it. It's not ridiculous like it is AMS2. Oh god. But yeah, there's a fun element of slip in it. I can feel when the rear is starting to go, and I can induce it when I need to and bring it back under control when I don't want it to. Stuff like that. Yeah, Rennsport is pretty much all potential right now. Thank you. I love braking at the right point and then getting rear-ended past the apex. That's beautiful. I'm quietly hopeful for PMR. Okay, interesting. Going right and left-hander. It's a bold strategy. This guy's fighting desperately hard. Leaving room on the apex. Well, hello. You came lurching across my rearview mirror. P1 has left the chat by the looks of it. 10 seconds away because we can't stop falling over each other. I mean, yeah, the good thing with Rennsport is it should have, I imagine, when it actually gets to launch, like local hosting for races and stuff for multiplayer, being console based, which will make running leagues a lot easier than having to run dedicated servers and all that shit like you do in LMU. Even if they are inbuilt with LMU, it is smoother than it has been with other games, but it's still not as easy as setting up a lobby in like Forza or GT7, you know. You are having a wiggle. You do not strike me as someone who's got control of your motor vehicle, sir. Collision warning, I didn't touch him. Didn't touch him, what are you talking about? I didn't fucking touch him. Park it there. Yep, thank you for the dink. Right, hopefully I can get and gap. Nope, we're just going to have an accident instead. Get off the track quickly just in case someone's coming through. No, we're good. Well, never mind. Pick up a couple of off tracks for that as well. So again, it's quite nice that this isn't a game where like flash heating the surface of the tyre causes you any long-lasting damage. Which is quite nice. Yeah, you still need to pay attention in these. It's not like the easiest thing in the world to drive. Yeah, it's less arcadey than before. It basically sits. I would say it's a little bit. it's very, very close to ACC in terms of sort of product placement in the market. If you ask me, sort of the types of people that are looking at it. It's the kind of people who've had enough. Like GT7 and Forza don't give them enough in terms of like racing, because Forza Motorsport is, you know, Forza Motorsport is does. Oh, resafe jointly. Hello. Yeah, Forza Motorsport is doing its best. The Forza franchise is basically just wrapping up and go like, yeah, we're just making a Horizon now. Sorry, Motorsport guys, off you pop. So they're like done. And GT7, as I say, there are, from the videos that I see around the internet, it is both in a terrible state and a great state at any given point, depending on people's tastes, you know. So I couldn't tell you what that game is actually doing right now. I know they are bringing out Spec 3, which is meant to have a lot of stuff in it, like shock horror race cars, which is apparently a meme in Gran Turismo racing game to actually get race cars. I know you've had like fucking Nissan Qashqais and stuff for a while, which is an interesting choice. Oh god. Wait, you had a 2-minute ad break. They shouldn't be more than a minute and a half. Fucking Twitch. A new paid DLC on Power Pack on top of the free spec change. Interesting. What is in the what have they put in the paid DLC this time? We're gonna get 152.5. Right, okay, we're gonna get a clean lap here. I'm adamant. Well, I'm not, I'm Nick, but I'm adamant we're gonna get a clean lap. Much better through there. Way too sheepish through that corner. Right, balance the slip. Just feathering the throttle through there, a little bit of slip angle. This is the hardest one to actually get it round and in without going off track. The second is a bit too short and the third is a bit too long. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, I would like to play GT7, but Sony are arseholes and basically said I can't. So, you know. No, don't want a second there. Second's way too short. This is like most BMW race cars, you generally don't really need to use second for a lot of it. The third is generally fine. Here we'll probably use second just because it is a very slow corner. How long we got left? We've got one more lap, I think. Purple middle sector, let's see if we can get fastest lap. That'd be quite nice. We are gaining on the lead. We got caught up in battling for a little bit too long. It's a fun battle though. 150.7, we'll take that. It still needs to cook a little bit longer, Wayne, is the verdict. It's not quite done yet. It is modern game title right now. Unfortunately, as modern gaming does... Oh, is that P1 right in front? It is. Fuck me, what happened to him? Did he forget that it wasn't done? Can we sneak a dub? Can we sneak a dub? Has he killed his car? Excuse me. Oh, okay, cool. Well, you just did that on stream, buddy, so thank you for that. You can makes reporting you very easy. Get out of the way quick. Yeah, he killed his car and then just decided to take me out. That's cool. Well, Rennsport will enjoy that video. Oh, where are you going? You're going to resafe Johnny at the apex? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Well, we had the dub stolen from us there, boys, unfortunately. I would say we'll look the replay, but the replay system's kind of fucked. It falls into one of the F categories. But I'm pretty sure that was an intent wreck, that one, because he decided to go right in a left-hander once I was already past him. So, so it depends what you had, from what I understand of it. So I had access to the beta, but I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any packs or anything. So I just bought the whole game again. As far as I understand it, they deduct your like priority pack thing off of the purchase price of the game. Something like that. So I think if you had like the Founders Pack, you get the base bit. Is there any active? There's no chat in here, is there? No. Okay. Well, that was going all right until whoever it was, Strike or whatever his name, binned himself and then binned me out of frustration. But that was a fun little race. I was having a lot of fun for that. I say it's the main thing I can say about this game is it's fun, and if like it's a game, so the game should be fun. If you want fun, then that's fun, you know. That's where we should have had. Gained 2,000 experience, but we're already level 4. Whatever, I don't know. 2 more races for ranking up. Beautiful. Another achievement. Reach count level 5. I am level 5. Why did I say I had 1,800 XP to go till level 5? Whatever. UI bugs. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. What we got next? What we got next? Praga. Not really feeling Praga. Actually, no, that's GT3, isn't it? That one. This one is just GT3s, if I remember right. It says R1, but it's not. Oh, P1 or whatever. It is. Hey. What do we want, boys? Should we drive our... Should we show off the fact that we were here early and we had a DreamHack 2023 livery? Eight laps and Monza. This is going to be an absolute fustercluck. Hey, new subscriber. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Apparently you've somehow broken my overlay while doing that. I think that's because your name's so damn long. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I think you confused my overlay there. I was just like, oh my god, there's so many characters. Oh dear. Right, oh, we got 4 minutes. Cool. Right, we're actually getting into some decent cars now. We're getting out that M2. The M2's fun, but this game is built around the GT3s, so. This is why I say when it's more of an ACC level competitor, because yes, there are other classes and other cars and stuff. Most of the cars in the game are GT3s, so this is mostly geared around GT3. We have 2 GT4s, 2 hypercars, 2 touring cars, the Praga, and the Porsche Cup, the Rennsport version of the Porsche, and I want to say something else, but I can't remember what it is now. Oh, the Porsche Mission R, because apparently this is Porsche the game. We just start calling it Ren Porsche or Porsche Sport. Although I'm pretty sure I know why we don't call it Porsche of the game, because Porsche didn't look at the game. Nah. Now, you can use our cars, mate, but we ain't putting our name on that. No, thanks. You're right with that, lad. Crack on. Oh, dear. Well, while we have some downtime, I'm going to do the normal shilling thing you have to do as an content creator, which is if you're in here and it's your new time here. New time here? Let's use some words, shall we? It's your first time here, and you don't find me incredibly annoying, which is understandable. Would you mind tickling the buttons for me? We've got a couple of buttons down there. We don't smash here. That's a bit too forceful. We're chill, you know. We're just cool guy being chill. If you just down here, somewhere down over there, there's a like button, and then next to it is the one that says subscribe, the one that Mohammed just found. If you could do me a favour, just give those a little tickly tickle. Just go boop on that for us. That'd be great, because that helps me move up the algorithm that is YouTube. And my wonderful friends over on Twitch, if you could tickle that follow button, which is also down in that corner over there, that would also be amazing. Shilling complete. I shall shill again after this race. We have got 3 tiers of people ready for this race at 1 o'clock, 12:30. Oh, what is this? We have more PC friends as well. How many people in this? Is that 10? That's a list of 10, right? So, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12, 24, 28 people. Fair enough. Lobby of 26 as well. That is good. This is promising for something that we can do somewhat on the reg. Something for us to keep an eye on, because this is good levels of participation that isn't LMU, you know. Because this is the kind of thing we struggle with at this time in the morning, because most people are asleep in my neck of the woods. So we do, like, if we're on LMU and we're doing anything other than the bronze races, we're like 1 split, maybe enough GT3s to fill the lobby, and then maybe 4 or 5 LMP2s if we're doing ELMS, and then like 4 LMP3 terrorists. So I was quietly hopeful that this would get, I mean, again, technically the game isn't out yet either. It's not out until Thursday. So, it's John Chainer! So, this may be, let's say, the driving is fun enough where I would consider to carry on playing this game. Like, the bits that are broken in it are annoying but not game breaking, and the driving is fun. The races are regular. They have relatively good participation levels. At the moment, we're only getting wrecked in 1 of 3 races, which, let's be real, is pretty good. And, yeah. This is, this has potential. Definitely. Definitely. $14 people in this bit, which makes sense. We had 28 people signed up. That would, yep, that maths. That does indeed math. All right, do we have sounds? We have sounds. Should we go check out Monza? Almost got caught speeding then. That mission R is the, hello. Ooh, subscriber, thank you very much. That man was inside me. He didn't ask permission. Ooh, this is... Let me know if I need to turn the volume down this one, because this Porsche is a bit louder than the other ones have been. Yep, through you go. That man has bought a livery. That man has bought a shiny. TC, we're going to run down a little bit from there. I was racing this earlier, and I think TC6 felt quite nice in terms of a little bit of slip, but not too much. One comment I did see, which both made me laugh and was quite accurate, is that a lot of these tracks look like that no one's mowed the grass in a long time, which is very true. They've sort of, the grass texture, they've gone, yes, all of it, please. Someone's done the auto-populate UE5 feature, and they've gone, oh, would you like grass? Go, yes. How much? Yes. Is it huge? Oh my god. No, oh, I'm fangirling. Not Mr. Hugh Janus. I might need to turn my force feedback down a little bit, because I'm going over the curb and my entire fucking rig is rattling itself to death right now. And the force feedback is a lot more prevalent in this than it was in the M2. I can tell you that for free. Cool. Do I need to jobby down the sound a little bit? Was that a bit loud? It was a bit loud in my ears. Oh shit, maybe we're up to 27 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Any more out there? We've got 45 of you lot out there, so statistically speaking, about half of you should still have a like left. That's not statistics, that's just maths. Right. Let's drop before... there needs to be an... I think I can keybind an on-the-fly and force feedback scaler. Let's have a look while I'm in here. Left blinker, right blinker, that's nice to know. Dash page, no. Can I bind it in here? No. Can do presets though. Bindings. Oh, no. We're still not qualifying game. No matter what you tell me, I'm not qualifying. Let's bring that down to about 30. So the reason we're not qualifying is because only sweats qualify, and we're going to start from the back because hashtag content. Because we've got a lot of probably new faces in here who are wondering why I'm not qualified. It's because racing from the front is kind of boring when you're trying to make videos and have a fun stream. So, where it doesn't penalise me, cough cough LMU, why did you penalise me for not qualifying? We try to avoid it. So we're just going to scooch. Was that forced slowdown? I'm assuming it was, because my foot didn't lift. Okay, that was interesting. So the car just didn't do... So full speed and then it just said, nope. Much better force feedback, and there's a lot less shit in my rig and rattling itself to death right now. So if you're going to do this yourself, first thing you want to do, especially if you're doing GT3s, you want to tone down your shift protection, because it's too intrusive otherwise. Like, you cannot slam the gears down as quickly as you need to be quick in it. Because I was struggling with it earlier and I was wondering, oh, give me third, I'm the man, you're a machine, give me third. And it wouldn't do it. I think this is actually a game as well that hasn't made the Porsche just really fucking slow in a straight line, which is what most games do. Because the Porsche is such a, like, when dialed in, is such a great machine, they always have to neuter it in sim, because it's just, when you haven't got the other, like, you can fettle about with the other imbalances of the car, so it doesn't become an issue, they just become incredibly quick, so they just have to make it really fucking slow. It's really depressing. Finish! Oh, is that one? Is that literally just? Oh, it's a hero lap. Oh, interesting. That's different from what we had with the M2, which was just like, yeah, just drive. That's interesting. So what do we get? 155. Which, bear in mind, we were slow down the straight, so we would have been somewhere up here. I did do a bit of practicing earlier with the GT3s in here, and I was in the 150s. So I think we should be good for pace. We just got to get through the crowd first. Plus, let's be real, it's Monza, it's T1. I want to be back here. Even if we qualified up here, I'll be starting back down here. Because ain't nobody got time for that. And other such millennial memes. Oh, Daddy Rennsport in P3. Love it. Yes, Daddy. Right, what relative do we want on? Do we want that one, that one? What we got? Suspension fuel, that's interesting. ABS TC, brake bias. Oh, it's very heavy front bias. Go with that one. Just slow that back a little bit. We've got rolling start. Can we just put preliminary on for that? No, it's 100 Ks. Okay, I need to set I need to set up. Oh, I need to catch up a bit, don't I? No. I don't know. I don't know what you're telling me to do, game. I'm in the yellow. I assume I want to be in the green. But you also don't want me to go fast 100 Ks. I'm going to get a penalty. I don't know what's going on. This is not very intuitive. What is going on? Why is that bit? Where's that BMW going? What's he doing? Fuck it. Oh dear God. Sir. No. There's been a moider. And where was he at the point of the incident? About 400 feet in the air, sir. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Absolutely yeeting yourself into a corner where people are quite clearly going very slowly. Right, well, we weren't at the back and then we are at the back, so it's fine. Right, we can brake a bit later than that. I'll probably brake at 100 rather than on the orange board. What I would say with how the cars feel in Rennsport is that like they feel like cars you can race, like you can throw them about and stuff, but you don't have to throw them about to be quick like you do in AMS. Like you don't have to drive them like horrifically underdrive them like you do in iRacing, or be worried about them snapping like they do in LMU a lot of the time. But you don't have to perpetually live in the slip like you do in AMS team. It's like this nice little window that they've found where you can actually like drive it how you want to drive it. Like, is it how you probably drive a car in real life? Probably not. You want a bit more mechanical sympathy than what you drive it with. But oh dear, like, you can't park that, right? How the hell does that even happen? But yeah, it means that they're very fun to ride. As I say, they live in this window where you can absolutely hoof them. And you're not going to just get caught by this weird snap of either oversteer or understeer. I did find a Porsche Cup car earlier when I did a bit of testing of that. The Porsche Cup felt very understeering on throttle, even for a Porsche. But yeah, these are just, they're very fun. And they're very predictable as well. Which is what you want, right? I've been saying a lot about PMR, like I'm hopeful about that. PMR just needs to not suck. Like, the driving doesn't have to be the best. Because what is quote unquote the best? It just needs to be predictable and fun. And not, as I say, not something like AMS2 where you have to arbitrarily live in this fucking window of horrific oversteer. Oh, someone's dead. Lots of dead. Lots of dead. Any gap? Nope. Well, don't quite know what that Porsche's doing. I can assume what he's doing, but I don't know what he was doing. I get the feeling he was trying to kill me. The suck? How is the suck in this game? Is it a good suck? Seems pretty good suck. Ooh, it's very good suck. We like the suck. Very nicely done, sir. Very well held. Shame we lost on corner exit. Yeah, it appeared to be the way, didn't it? It appeared like he was trying to kill everyone involved. Okay, that was a lunge. That was hopeful, sir. An attempt was made, I appreciate that, but an attempt is all it was. We are 8 seconds off the flash. Let's go find us some flash, shall we? We might be a bit too far off. Okay, so he's coming down the parabolica. Closer to me than I thought he was going to be. Oh, what was that? 52.2. Not bad after having to like skip the chicane. Really nice. Need to commit more on the brakes now. Whoa, Mercedes. Well, this gentleman again. Are you going to defend or are you going to block? Maybe we need a bit more TC. We're getting a little bit sheepish coming out of corners. It's nice that you can absolutely yeet a car over that curb like they do in real life. Like coming out of a Scala, you should be able to yeet that curb, and there's a lot of cars with a lot of sims that just don't. But you watch them in like actual GT racing, and they're like just launched over there, and the cars are like, yeah, that's fine, mate, keep going like every day, all day. Currently, I would probably still say ACC is better as a package. It will very quick. If this game can fix its issues, this one will be better by a country mile. For clarity, I am not a massive enjoyer of ACC. I don't like its physics. Okay. Well, we're going to have an incident there. Can't go off this fucking corner. As driving wise, just purely driving the car, this is better than ACC, hands down. 99 days out of 99 days, this is a better game to drive. As a game, ACC is still better though, because there's still a lot of jank in this. Because it's only been released, well, technically it hasn't even been released yet. It's on early access right now, or not early access, but if you give them more money, you can play the game more. You know? Whoa! Oh, the rejoin. Hello. But yeah, for pure driving dynamics, this beats ACC hands down. The cars are a lot more fun, a lot more pliable, a lot more fun to play with. You can do more stuff with them. Like you can run them over curbs, like more curbs, and just drive them like you would drive a race car. But single player is non-existent. The AI is worse than bad. The game stutters and hitches and throws you off servers every now and again. Optimised pretty well from what I can see on PC. which is what I'm playing on right now. But yeah, I wouldn't say rush out and get it right now, but it's definitely gonna be one to watch. That's all I can tell you right now. Hey, there we go. We kind of got off that corner okay this time. Oh, yeah, that's really. Two more off this one. Like, it's just little things of the car doesn't randomly snap on it, and if you take a curb kind of wrong, it doesn't throw you off into a wall or some weird shit like that. I don't know on pad. Well, after this one, I'll probably do a little bit of a time trial on the pad if you want to hang around. I'll let you know. I'm not a great pad player. There will be better people to sort of inform me a bit more on that, but if I don't use a pad and I'm relatively consistent with it, that should give you an idea that it's kind of good on a pad, I guess. If you want to make that intuitive leap, there's a leap you could intuit. We're on for 50.6. No, 51.0. Oh, it's my ideal was 50.6. I'll go check roughly. We've got Daddy Rennsport behind us again. There's definite pace I need to find here. I'm definitely doing something wrong, that's for sure. Getting past there, that's it. Try and feign a switchback maybe, but see if we can get him on the brakes here at Parabolica. This game is a very strong suck. That is for damn sure. I don't know if around the outside he's going to do it around here. Hopefully he goes deep. He does. We got stuck in the TC a little bit though. In the suck. The suck is strong. The suck is good. Do my normal game if I'm keeping you over there, son. Don't rejoin there. Oh my god. Right, public service announcement. If you missed that chicane, just skip the chicane. Don't rejoin like that. Just skip the chicane. It's safer and better for everyone. Cool. Thanks for that. That Rennsport's gone past me again now. Yeah, so. Not much I could have done there. I had to turn in for the corner. He was alongside me. I turned in so that I could actually make the corner, and his car was still there. I even let him go, and then he lost it on the curb afterwards. Very little I could do about that. Sad it ended that way, but I don't think I can be held for much accountability there. Again, I would review the replay, but it's broken, so we can't. Well, it could have been a P4. But, yeah, I mean, it's about what I expected multiplayer online to be, you know? Oh, a big accident happened. And then Willa John left. More levels, please. No? Okay, that sucks. Boo! Wait, hang on, I gained... Oh, whatever. Are we level 6 now? One more for the rank. What is the time? Oh, it's nearly 1 o'clock. I really shouldn't, but we might. Hey, complete a race on Monza. Right, what is the next one? Is there anything quick? M2's at Fuji. That starts in 6 minutes. There's 2 of them again for some reason. Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, right, what do you guys want to see? Do you want me to... Should we find out the ranking? Or do you want me to do a run in time trial with a pad? I know I said we'd do that, so I'm happy to do that instead. I've got time. I can do one or the other. Let me know which one you want to see. We can test it with the pad, or we can find out our ranking. I don't mind either way, because I'll be on this tomorrow and we can get a ranking tomorrow. I don't mind either way. It appears no one minds, in which case I might lean towards a ranking, because I'm having quite a lot of fun. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. We'll do this one. 15 car lobby, and we've got 15, I think. 12, 13, 14, 15. Hmm. Oh, it's Daddy Rennsport. Hello. Hello, Daddy Rennsport. Select car. That one. What things have we got logged in on here now while we wait for this to load? Go back to... Life, back to reality. Hey, Sub. How you doing, mate? Not seen you in chat for a while. Hope you're doing well, Subspace. You just been lurking. Oh, we had a sub, and then someone disappeared again. Never mind. What was it? My Rennsport. That's what I was going to look at. Okay, cool. So you can actually go back and see all of the details about the race. This is just like... See, it's got a lot of these like nice little bits in it. It's just a shame that the whole thing is just not great. And there's this one we never even fucking started because it crashed. There's a lot of nice bits in this game. It's just not quite... I get the feeling we're going to be ranked probably silver. Like silver 1, maybe. And like 2300 rating, maybe. I don't know how much this one's gonna hurt. Getting dropped from this one. Don't know how much this is gonna hurt. Right. Leaderboards. Are they tracking properly? Track bests. We did Monza, didn't we? There we go. Oh, okay, that's cool. So you just by racing, you can populate a leaderboard that appears to be perpetual, and it gives you a worldwide ranking for that lap time as well. That's cool. I like that. Let's have a look at where do we go? Fuji. Fuji in MWMT. No, definitely have done that. We definitely have done that. I don't know why this game's so new. You don't know what you're doing about. Are you gonna... no? Okay, apparently the Monza one tracked, but this one didn't. That's weird. What about Spa? Did that one didn't log either? Oh, okay. Well, that appears to be working, kind of. Where do we rank in terms of mileage? 152 kilometers we've done. Just inside the top 15,000. There's been a lot of people playing this already. It's kind of mad that this guy's done 203,000 kilometers already. A lot of mileage. Do. I believe if you tab, is that a... no, that's not tab, is it? It's tab. Not tab from that page. Rejoin. Oh! How many people we end up with? Have we got enough for, just enough for 2 lobbies, probably? Yep, lovely, cool. Just enough for 2 lobbies. Love it. Oh, it says oh, that's signed up. Never mind. Fucking idiot. Oh, you Egypt. That's not the amount of people per split. That's just the amount of people who've signed up, you fool. Heartless one. That name rings a bell. Heartless one. Is that a? I feel like Heartless may have been a old Forza name. What the fuck's down here? Level 17. Fair enough. It's kind of cool you get these little cards as well. $27.98. Oh, that was quick. Fair enough. Right, well, let's wait for qualifying, where we'll make sure we don't actually qualify. I wonder how many safety rating, how many warnings we get compared to everyone else, like most games. You know, in fact, we've had a few like 4 or 5 instant point races. You know. I wonder how much, and obviously in qualifying as well, we've been picking up a fair few because we're trying to avoid putting a time down. So I wonder if that's going to impact us at all. Dee-doo. Ooh. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you, mate. Euthrolic straw, is that? Am I saying that right? Euthrolic straw one? I am using the new Moza R25. Hey Josh, how you doing, mate? What time's the shindig's proceeding? Because I know that I think was it start at 10 or something. Hey, I got it right in one. There you go. Yeah, I'm there on the Sunday, mate. Yeah, I'm there on the Sunday. I'm off all day Sunday, so I just gotta drop my. I think my partner's got my daughter. I think that was the plan, or I may have her. We haven't quite decided yet. I'm on to. But yeah, I'm off all Sunday, so I'll be at Brands. For how long for I don't know, but I'm not got any plan. Race starts at 10. Cool. I'll probably be there 9:30ish. I would imagine 9:30, 10. I'll probably get up and leave here about 9. Yeah, we'll do, mate. We'll do. Have I missed my ability to qualify now because I'm in the? I have. Oh, okay. That's an interesting call. So if you're not there at the beginning of qualifying, you don't get to qualify. That's an interesting move. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Can we? Oh, we can spectate. That's interesting. There's dead Rennsport. Interesting. Stop spectating, yes. That, okay. Yeah, that, I think that needs to change. I don't think, like, because what if I'd go up and gone for a drink or something, and gone for a piss, I come out, okay, cool, can't qualify now. Like, why can I not drive out of the pit in a 7-minute qualifying session? Just because I didn't take the grid at the beginning, you know? That's a bit dumb. There's like a lot of bits of this game, it's a bit dumb. It's so annoying. This game was like, it drives really, it's really fun to drive. Like, it's just, you get to play about with it a lot, but fuck me, everything else around it is an arse backwards a lot of the time. Oh, it's really annoying. I really want to like this game. Like, if it was just the driving bit, and if the rest of it just wasn't annoying or stupid, it would be a much easier sell. But fucking hell, they've really gone away to mess up as much as they have. It's quite impressive, in fact, how far, how much stuff they've managed to just like. Yeah. I don't know. I have fun while we're driving, that's the main thing. The rest of it... This is probably the most annoying thing so far in terms of a gameplay perspective. Quick lobby, 150. Yeah, quick lobby. Only 2 clean times. I mean, we weren't going to set a clean time anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to start at the back. So, I'm not worried about that. It's more just the fact that if you're not on board at the time that it kicks you, like it says we're going, you just don't get to qualify. That's, all I can say to that is... Oh. Right, well, place your bets where we're going to be in terms of ranking as well. We've got one more race to go still. But I think we're going to be somewhere around most of these numbers here. I don't think we'll be up in the 2700s. I think we're going to be like 22, 2300, silver 1, silver 2, something like that. And then we shall have I think we'll have another go at this tomorrow. Because I'm having fun. I'd quite like to get onto there's a couple of Nordschleife races out there we've not been able to get to, but I'd quite like to have a safety ranking so we can do some of the other longer races maybe. So with car number 5, I'm assuming this is giving you car numbers in the same way that all other multiplayer ones give you car numbers, where one is fastest, and based on ranking that looks to be the case. Which means we should be with car 5, which means we're between car 4 and car 6. Car 4 is 23.78 and car 6 is 22.72. So we're looking good for a low 2300 grading right now. I have sleuthed this out. My detective skills have not gone to waste. God, 7 minutes is long when you're trying to be entertaining but having nothing to actually show people. And just watching the current viewer count just drop as you're sat here in a menu rather than racing. Come on. I want to race, come on. Hurry up. Diddy Mail. Yeah, it's fair few. That's 4 of the 11 on PC now. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, probably isn't in a releasable state for what most people would consider as like what you would call feature complete. I'd agree with that. I don't know, it's hard because the driving is a lot of fun. Like, the cars are great fun to drive. But I don't know. There's a lot of shithousery, but I'm not too worried about the jank and the shithousery in like menus and stuff like that, because that will inevitably get fixed. That's annoying now. It's not a long-term concern, and that's mostly what the game is. Like, this isn't really a long-term concern. This is kind of a gameplay mechanic, which kind of sucks. This worries me more. The jank with the mirrors, the jank with the replays, the jank with getting dropped from the server. That stuff I'm not worried about, because that will that's bug reporting and patching, and like that's fine. It sucks for right now, but it's not a long-term issue to worry about. Yeah, this is probably the first thing that I've encountered in terms of a gameplay issue that has me worried. Not worried so much as that I don't think is a good idea. But yeah, PMR is the main issue for this game is PMR is out in 2 weeks. So I mean, the content, I wouldn't say the content's poor as such. There's not a lot to it. Like, the volume of it compared to competitors is probably not great. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. The bigger worry is there was literally nothing added to this game between beta and launch, which is a slight concern, because you expect they'd at least chuck in like another track and another couple of cars, or like another couple of tracks and another category of cars, even if it's like 2 or 3, like, I don't know, caterhams or something. Or MX5 Cup, something like that. It's a slight worry that it went from a full beta to release, and they've like, yeah, we've given you no extra content for that. All right, that feels bad, man. And yeah, I definitely wouldn't classify this as a finished version of the game. It does feel like the next evolution of the beta. But I'm having fun, so you know. The biggest problem with the Rennsport beta was no fuck was playing it. We haven't upped the force feedback. So, oh, okay. standard multiplayer thing. I think there might have been a grudge from a previous race there. Danny Rennsport. Yep, I haven't upped. The force feedback is still low from the Porsche. Okay, there needs to be a force feedback adjustment on the fly or per car. Yeah, who knows? Who knows with PMR? As I say, we haven't got long to wait now, thankfully. Excuse me. So the car usually has got quite a nice angular slip through here. But I do usually need a bit more force feedback than what I've got right now. I get the feeling that might have been settling a debt from a previous race, to be honest, sub. I feel like he's like, oh, that's that dickhead from this race. It felt personal, let's put it that way. A lot of people getting caught out by the shit cane again. Fuji needs to get the groundsman out because that grass is long. Okay, sorry, that was not intentional. You just kind of went a bit further right than I had anticipated. Apologies, you kind of just spun yourself over my nose. I do apologise. I did let off and brake, but it was too late. Guys, I think I'm a murderer. I think I'm the problem. Please stay there, please stay there. Not optimal through that because he was having a bit of an issue trying to get himself into the corner. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. That's all I can tell you. Oh, did you join with me accidentally committing a murder, Ken? Apologies. That is not generally the way we take the stream here. Where are you going? Please don't rejoin from back there. Please just cut the chicane and rejoin safely. No, okay, sure. Drive back on over the apex. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why I thought you'd do anything other than that, to be honest. My eye has now just decided to start stinging immensely. This is great fun. Oh god. Who needs two eyes? Who needs depth perception when you're racing? Whoa. Over-rotate the rear axle there, Jesus. Well, I hope you can at least forgive me for my... I will put that through as involuntary manslaughter. I think I've been charged with murder, but I'll accept a plea of involuntary manslaughter with that one. Fully willing to accept my part in it, but it was not the intent of the action. Too much. I knew it. As soon as I launched into the fucking corner, I knew it was too much. Very little I could do to keep on of that. That was just bad. Also, it doesn't save your TC settings either, which is quite annoying. I'd quite like it if I didn't have to keep readjusting TC every time I came into the game. But as I say, I think I've been spoiled a little bit with Race Room of late, where it does all that sort of stuff for me. No, not again. Jesus. Almost went again. don't think podium is going to be on this time, unfortunately. Oh, not if we go that deep. It's going to be an off track. No? Okay. Fine, we'll take that. Oh yeah, that's a cracking little combo, the lay on at the that Swedish track. That's a great little combo. You weaving. The suck is very strong in this. That was some very strong slipstream there. I feel like I know GmbH as well. Ooh, too much. Too far over that way. That's much better. Much better. Yeah, that needs to be tweaked a lot. That was an insane level of catch up there at the suck. No, not again. I just caught up. Damn it. I can't answer that, Hunter, because I don't have a PlayStation, unfortunately. So Sony has forbidden me from ever playing their game. Because they have mandated that I must buy a £500 machine to play it, which I refuse. I would love to answer that question. I would love to play GT7. I'd like to play any and all racing games that I could. But yeah, Sony have told me das ist verboten. So, if you would like to educate me what is in the pack, I can give you my opinion on it if you want. I'm happy to do that. That's not a problem at all. However, my context is a little bit light. I'm aware of GT7 and vaguely aware of what it entails. I know the meme is that you don't really have race cars, which is a bit of a contention with the community for a bit. Especially since they've been releasing things like, I believe, the Peugeot 288 and the Nissan Qashqai. You talk about these track, Mark. I mean, the visuals is very Unreal Engine 5. Like when I look at this and they say this is made in Unreal Engine, I go, "Yep, no, that's it." Sorry, might have outbreak myself a little bit there. Everything has just got that sort of schlier of Unreal about it. You know, it's just the color palette is just brown. It's got the Unreal Engine lighting model to it, and it just, you look at it going, oh, this is modern Unreal Engine game. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's not, I wouldn't say, the game neither looks amazing nor looks shit. It looks fine, and looks like it's been made in Unreal Engine 5. Like, I can see there are similar sort of hues and colour palettes to things in various areas of AC Evo, again, an Unreal 5 game. As you can see on the left-hand side here, with the absolute shrubbery we're driving along, they've gone into the auto-populate area of adding grass to it, and the game has asked how much, and they would have replied with, yes please. because for some reason racetracks need to have about 15 inches of grass on them. The only reason I can think is maybe because they've decided that it's going to be very slippery off track, so if you have longer grass, people won't question it as much. Like, that's the only reason I can think of having this much grass on the outside of a racetrack. But other than that, it's fun. The laser scan feels good. There's track detail. Bumps are good. Most of the curbs have got feedback. I found a few curbs that basically don't exist in the force feedback, which is a bit annoying. But as a generality, let's say we developed a grading scale on this earlier. I don't know if you hear. A lot of this game falls somewhere in the categories of the 3 Fs, which is fucked, fine, or fun. The driving is fun. The tracks are fun. The lighting and the graphics are fine. Single player is fucked. So we've now decided this is the metric we will benchmark most games around, and they're just the 3 Fs. What parts of it fucked, what parts of it are fine, and what parts of it are fun. This is now how we grade things here at BPM. What do we get? Oh, we got a cheeky podium. Where'd you head over there? There must have been some death somewhere that I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, flash. Yeah, that'd be why. I thought we were going to get P4 out of it. No, flash. I swear, a Heartless one must be... He must be a Forza player. I know the name. There's no fucking else I'm going to find someone called the Heartless one other than in Forza, right? He's not going to be an LMU. That's for damn Skippy. Right, place your bets. Where are we getting graded? I swear I know Tommy GmbH as well. I know the acronym, GmbH, I don't know why. No, I disagree, mate. I disagree. I thought the force feedback's quite nice. I couldn't quite get what Jardy was talking about with that, to be honest. No disrespect to Jards, obviously. He is far more experienced in this than I am, but yeah, I think it's it does. Yeah, I wouldn't say the cars aren't like disconnected to the track at all. I would say they're pretty like the cars feel like connected. A lot of road texture to it. The force feedback and the physics of the car are the best bit in the game by far. Silver 3 2468. Look at that. Safety rating not quite good enough though. We still need to do a few more. Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to John. I wouldn't have put this as a game that's even on Jardier's radar, if I'm being truthful. This, to me, I mean, it is a competitor to ACC for sure, but I wouldn't put this as, like, Jardier's like leading edge esports kind of thing, right? He's like up there. He is the up there in terms of like pace and stuff, which for now is either iRacing or LMU. That's where you kind of go for that sort of stuff. I know LMU doesn't have a competitive scene as such right now, but I just wouldn't have put him at Rennsport. This doesn't seem like something he would spend his lot of time in, you know. I don't know, Sif. It's just one of those things of like when he says I'll try PMI. I wouldn't have thought it'd be a game that would have been on his radar or given much thought. You know, I don't know why. It's just because I mean Baldwin obviously did the championship series in it back when it was in an alpha, because that's when you want to have an esports series, is when the game is not even finally fucking finished yet. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's because of all the jank that we've been hearing about, and I didn't think it'd be something that he would bother spending his time in, to be honest. Because the meme of Rennsport has been this game's broken, no one's going to touch it anyway. It's going to be DOA. So probably mostly that, I think. As like everyone kind of knew it was going to come out as an incomplete product, so I kind of guessed that it wouldn't have been something on his radar. I don't know, but I couldn't really put much of a insight on it more than that, to be honest. And yes, the matchmaking will be is ranking based. So basically, it works the same way as LMU. So you've got all these lobbies. You sit in a pool. Once it knows how many people are going to be doing one, it then divvies you up from, like, if it's a lobby of 14 or 12 or whatever, it'll pick the top 12 and then the middle 12 and the bottom 12 and then so on and so on. So it works in the exact same way. I don't know exactly what weighting is given to safety rating versus skill rating in the upper ones, but there are some minimum SR requirements to getting to certain things. So basically, we need to stop getting so many damn off tracks because our SR is shit. What we've learned. Because we are a million miles away from getting an SR3. That's for damn sure. But if it is mean and tough to get SR, that means that if anyone in this should be pretty good at not bidding it into you or off the track and into the wall. So, you know, when you get there, it seems to be, I don't know how quickly you gain and lose it, but it seems like it could be quite clean, theoretically. What we got on here? Is there anything new? Safety rating 1.34. Nope, that's my email address. Let's not have that on the screen. No, they feel far better than the ones in Forza, because you don't have to live in an obnoxious level of slip to actually be quick in them. The slip is useful, but you don't want too much of it. Like the Rennsport will let you have more slip than you ideally want before the car spits out on you, but not as ridiculous as AMS2's slip or Forza's slip. But you don't need to be as like on rails as you do in iRacing or in LMU. So it kind of lives in it's a little valley in the middle between like sort of the AMS Forza level of slip angle needed for quick times versus the LMU iRacing a bit more under control, direct, don't let the tyres slip too much kind of thing. It's a nice little bit in the middle, I think. It's a nice balance. It makes them feel very playful. Let's put it that way. Like, you can chuck it in, you can feel it go, you can catch it, you can hold it. You lose a bit of time if you've let it go too far, but if you get it in and you just pitch it a little bit, you can control it quite easily on the throttle. It feels quite rewarding. Whether that's the best way to drive it, I don't know. That's what we'll learn. But it feels very rewarding, is all I can tell you. Yes, agreed, Scythe. Yeah, no radar in PMR is a bit of a warning for online multiplayer, which, considering that's mostly what I want to do, is a bit worrying off the rip. You would have thought, with the amount of brouhaha that went on with Forza not having a radar when it came out, that they would have gone, maybe we should include one. But apparently not. There was no one decided to read that memo, apparently. I'm kind of annoyed I don't have the Mustang, because technically I didn't pre-order, I just bought the early access. Which is a really annoyingly unbeneficial loophole in my favour. No, I don't open a link. I thought I could just scroll through it, but no, apparently not. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys, because I need to go to work tomorrow, and I need to go to bed. But, in summary, if you're on PC, it's probably not for you. In terms of Rennsport, I don't think it's not going to replace, if you enjoy the competitiveness of things like LMU right now, the depth of Raceframe and iRacing, it doesn't fill any of those. If you're a clandestine Forza user, potentially could be one to look forward in the future, but I would wait until PMR is out, because while there are some warning lights with that, I think it may be a better overall package, just with more content in it. But obviously the truth of the testing is the truth of the pudding testing is in the eating or whatever. So if you're still on Forza Motorsport, I would hold fire for now. If you're on PlayStation, might be a nice breath of fresh air from GT7, but I don't think that, again, I think it's worth waiting until PMR comes out for the same reason. And if you're on ACC, I would pay attention to this game, because the GT3 cars felt very good. This is what the game is mostly based around. I think this could be, if you're an ACC console player, I think this could be your next time, if PMR sucks. It's all down to PMR. I wouldn't... Rennsport isn't good enough right now to say go and get it right now. I would wait for PMR and then pick up whichever one is the better of the two, basically, because that's where everyone is going to go. That's where the racing is going to be. I've got this because I make content, so it's just what I do. I wouldn't have probably got it if I didn't. That's basically how it is. But there we go. That's the summary for the VOD when I get around to eventually making that. Thank you very much for hanging out with you guys. It's been a great stream. We've had lots of high numbers in here. I do appreciate it. 35 likes. If there's any more out there, do us a favour, give it a tickle. Just down over there. The subscribe button's just next to that if you could tickle that as well. Follow over on Twitch as well. That'd be amazing. I need to go to bed because I have work. I'll be back tomorrow. More Rennsport then, probably. Yeah. Have a good evening. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.